And welcome back to the Grand West Ice Rink. It's game number 6, day number 3 of the IIHF's Ice Hockey Under 18 World Championship match. Of course, the last of the matches that we've had out here at the Grand West Ice Rink are comedy, but the time has flown by. And it's the bronze medal match between South Africa and Luxembourg, and joined in the commentary position by Nadine Sheffield. Nadine, good evening to you. What are we going to see tonight?
Good evening, GrB, and everybody. It's nice to see you all again. Who knows what we're going to see tonight? These two teams haven't matched up before in this under-18 division at all. So, look, South Africa looks to be, they could be stronger than Luxembourg. They've had more of a closer goal scoring between the other two teams. So, theoretically, they should come out and win, but if they drop down to another level, then maybe not.
Yeah, and in fact, let's talk about that other level that they could drop down to, because I saw that other level today in the gold medal match. Very disappointing, as Chinese Taipei walked away with a 9-1 win over Hong Kong. What wasn't disappointing was the scoreline, because the best team, the better team, the more composed team, the team that was here to play ice hockey won. And the team that wasn't here to play ice hockey came second.
Yeah, it seemed that they were a bit riled up and a bit aggro. So yeah, fists flew, and there was a couple of fights and punches thrown, and some bad checks and very nasty ones. So it is sad about the unsportsmanlike, but you know, they are kids. Their testosterone is coming in, so they are going to be like that when they're playing for a gold medal, wouldn't you?
Look, I mean, I think that here's an opportunity for them to show a little bit of professional composure, because this is a sport that could take them to some pretty amazing places and opportunities in the world. And I mean, the referees were getting shouted at by the Hong Kong players after the final whistle.
And that's unacceptable. It's really, I was actually reading an article yesterday about abuse of officials and how much it's increased, and how many officials across the US and Canada have actually, the numbers have dropped because of people constantly abusing officials. And it's actually very unacceptable. You're supposed to be teaching these kids to have team camaraderie, respect, and these guys, without these guys in stripes, you don't have games.
Yeah, you got no game.
So, you know, they're there to hold the peace and make sure that everybody is playing a fair game and that it's safe for everybody.
Yeah. So look, I mean, as I say, disappointed by just the way that the game was played. Got to tell you, wow, Chinese Taipei this morning, that first period, I couldn't believe firstly that 20 minutes flew by like that, and they scored 4 goals in it so quickly. I was like, what?
It was very fast.
Really quick. They were on their game from the start to the end, and I certainly hope from a local's perspective that the South Africans are able to give us that same kind of polish, that same kind of desire, that same kind of sort of precision in their play tonight, and that both teams enter into the spirit of the game.
Yeah, it'll be great if they can.
Nice crowd that is assembled here. Everybody's excited, and as I said, it's the last game of the tournament, so let's close it out with a bang.
Yeah, let's wish both teams all the best, and hopefully a good, clean hockey game tonight. But
look, having said that, both of these teams have definitely shown a physical side to their games. There's no doubt about it. It was very interesting to me to see Hong Kong try to add that.
I didn't realize that those two
what are you
teams were going to
doing?
get that
Stop
way.
it now. It's just not your game.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting sort of a level of physicality between these two teams.
I think we're going to see
and
that.
let's hope it gets to a point, but no further.
Here we go. South Africa wins the face-off, sets it up with the back, and let's see if they can get through. Oh, and puck out of bounds.
Oh, you've got to wear your helmet on the bench as well.
Yes, you are supposed to, even as a goalie, you are supposed to wear your helmet. So I'm not quite sure why he isn't.
He isn't sitting there with his helmet not on. Okay, here we go. We're underway. It's the first period. As I said, the bronze medal match. Lots to play for. Luxembourg, wow, they've had some bad luck in this tournament. And they'll be looking to correct that. Both of these two teams have lost, obviously, to Chinese Taipei and to Hong Kong in earlier games in the tournament. and both of these two teams will want to come away with the win. There is the small matter of the bronze medal up for grabs, and of course from a South African perspective, all of the local fans that have come out to support them.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. We'll see how it goes, but South Africa are showing a bit of fast feet and a bit of panic, but let's see if they can gather their thoughts in the first period. I mean, it's always going to be the first like that in a few minutes, but if they can compose themselves, maybe they can get ahead and get some goals in, which will be nice. Quick shot there off the South African goalie, number 1, Wesley Kleinweg, put out to the side by the team. Just a quick introduction here for the on-ice officials tonight. We have Victor Byrne from Russia as the referee, and we have Adam Harris from Canada and Nico Juicy from Finland as your linesman. The starting goalie for South Africa is number 1, Wesley Kleinweg, and number 1, Hugo Anse from the Luxembourg side. And that is an icing call, or was it offside? I wasn't actually looking. Icing. Offside, my bad.
Actually, I'm just noticing the size of the two linesmen, and there's no way that I would want to say anything to them at all.
They are very tall.
Very big boys. Yeah. And so that's that. Okay, a little bit of naughty time here.
Number 21, and that is Armand Buerta. We'll find out now what the penalty is for. I didn't actually look. I was too busy looking at the tall line.
Oh, and it's in.
And that's it. Luxembourg have a goal. They have capitalized on that penalty in 3 seconds.
3 seconds into the power play.
Yeah.
And, well, let that be a lesson to you. That's called taking full advantage of it.
Yeah. South Africa need to not give up any of these penalties. They really need to go out and play clean hockey and then put some in the back of the net.
Look, the one thing that South Africa have shown is that they're a team that responds when they go behind. They've done that on a number of occasions. They have never given up.
No.
And I mean, if you think about it, the gold medalist Chinese Taipei, they outscored them in that third period of the match when they played against South Africa. And South Africa came away 4-2 losers, admittedly, but they really outplayed them in that third period.
They can fight back, that's the thing, and they just got to stick to that kind of level. And if they can, then they'll be great. And I'm pretty sure they're going to pull it to now. Let's see. Let's hope. Here we go. Here's a chance.
Oh. Oh, great opportunity missed there by South Africa. Good composure to get themselves into position and just not able to take advantage of a really good pass. Here come Luxembourg now on the attack behind the South African goal, but it's tidied up by the South Africans. Bit of a miscue there from Luxembourg, and South Africa get on the breakout. See, I didn't say breakaway.
On the attack, yes. Yeah. Well done.
Little subtleties that I picked up while I've been sitting next to you.
All good.
Shot comes in.
And saved, but dropped loose. They have to play it. No pressure.
No pressure at all. Nicely done. Good composure. I'm liking it. And here comes South Africa down the boards.
Kamish with the puck. Let's see. Can he put something away? Got a
and
pass.
Shot comes in. And another one. And dealt with by the keeper for Luxembourg. But good build-up. Worked nicely through heavy traffic. Did the South Africans have to work their way through it. And they certainly are head down. They're getting stuck into the business. 1-0, an early lead for Luxembourg in this bronze medal match. We're early days into this first period. And there's still a lot of hockey to be played. What a shot! Straight into the nose of the Luxembourg player. And South Africa still applying the pressure.
Just a brief update. That penalty was for tripping for 2 minutes on number 21 from South Africa. And then we have the goal was scored by number 12 from the Luxembourg team. And that is Vladislav Celeste. And again, I do apologize beforehand if I get some of the names spelt well, not spelt, but pronounced wrong.
Apologies, apologies, yeah. We are not trying to spark an international incident.
No. Forgive us. Welcome to everybody who's on the chat line. Please send your shout outs and we'll definitely try and get to as many as we can while we watch the game.
Look, I'll tell you one thing for free. A South African goal now, and they would have to replace the roof in this building.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
There is a nice energy here. I'm liking it. The two teams seem focused only on what's happening in front of them.
Yeah, and that's what they need to be. And right now it's also quite nice. We're seeing quite a lot of crowd coming in. Being a Friday night does help.
I can tell you, just looking at the front door, there's a queue outside the front door as people are trying to get in. The match obviously started a few minutes ago, but still lots of ice hockey to be watched. Oh, my word. He may need a little rub down after that one. Nicely done. Up the ice and into the board. Wow, that's a serious shot. Just stolen away by the South Africans.
I must apologize. I've already had a faux pas today.
What did you do now? You only just got here.
I said that our goalie's name was Wesley Kleinbach, and that's actually his father's name, and I do apologize. It's Matthew Kleinbach.
His dad was very excited to know that he was playing for the under-18s.
His dad is a goalie as well, so, you know.
Easy mistake to
make. I
make.
play hockey with the guy, and I ref with the guy. I can't help it.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair enough. I'm going to call that...
But thanks for the correction, guys.
Yeah. These guys are so attentive to what we say.
Exactly. At least we know that there are people listening.
Listening. Lots of them are listening.
And we really
some
appreciate
cases,
it.
They are listening too well.
All right. Well, yeah, and see some of the shout-outs we can say. Let's see.
Good position for Team SA, of course, as they go in pursuit of the equalising goal. Face-off time squirts towards the Luxembourg goal kick, but it's dealt with by the defence. Away comes South Africa with the puck. Oh, just not able to sneak it through. You can be sure there would have been a shot and goal. In the meantime, though,
I could see that a mile away.
Luxembourg came away with it.
That was luck.
But unfortunately,
all right, well, here's some shout-outs here. We've got Pillars who says, go Lux, go. We've got Aaron M who says, let's go SA. Franche Miller, go SA. Rudolph von Rooyen, go SA. Sanal De Bruyn, go SA. William Wall, let's go SA. Jessica Ann, the last one, SA, you got this. Lauren
great
Mayer.
pass. Just couldn't control it. Reverse flick, gotta be. Up the center. And again, a crucial last touch there by Luxembourg. Thanks to all of those people sending messages on our text line. Most of it saying go SA, which is fine.
Quite a lot.
No, there's no problem with that, but I'm just saying.
Deflection off the shin pad there. South Africa managing to pick it up, taking it through. Quick dump
Across
into
the ice, you saw that coming. Calling for it is Lamprecht not to be. South Africa setting it up. They are queuing up on the South Africans. Shot comes in.
From what I can see, it looks like Luxembourg are placing two players on every one of ours as much as they possibly can. It does leave one of our players open most of the time.
Yeah.
But they are getting the pressure on the puck area, which is what is needed in their defensive zone. The Luxembourg guys are quite big. They're not small little guys.
Shot to come.
Oh, and that's goalie interference. He didn't try at all to get out of the way. He's gone. That's going to be 2 minutes for interference. Let me see. I don't know the number.
And
number 27, it looks like. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Naughty chair time for the South Africans.
21. That's Armand Botha again in the box. And that's
Last time we saw him
interference.
here, 3 seconds later, we saw a goal.
Yeah, let's hope South Africa can hold this one properly. They've got a good defensive strategy. They've just got to hold that box tight, and they'll be fine.
I've got no difficulty with that decision from the referee.
No.
Botha did try to jump onto the back of the Luxembourg goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, the rule states that you've got to try your damnedest to get out of the way and not touch the goalie, no matter how hard It is. You've got to at least make an attempt. Cannot touch a goalie.
South Africa just need to hold their shape. In comes the shot.
Oh, and it's just not loose.
Messier, to say the least.
But South Africa manages to clear it out of their defensive zone, so that's a good sign.
I think all of the players lost sight of the puck for a split second there.
It's good defensive work so far by South Africa.
Pressure coming from Luxembourg. South Africa come away with it. Whoa.
Shot down on the ice. Looking for the deflection shots. The shots are coming fast and furious. Not quite the power play we see like from Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong. Not so structured, but it was still working.
There we go, South Africa get the intercept. They're happy just to smash it back at Luxembourg, make them do all the hard work and rebuild or try to rebuild.
Icing call.
Yeah, you close that door on that bench, there'll be no changeover this time, young man.
Hell no.
Oh, there we go, a couple of supporters for Luxembourg. You guys were out there. I'll be happy.
We have Ryan Edward Boyd who's saying, let's go boys. Ryan Edward Boyd is actually one of our, I think, under 20 national team goalies as well from Johannesburg. Shout out there to Ryan. Nice to see you supporting.
Oh, sloppy. Messy bit of defending from the South Africans. That one goes straight into the referee. Well done to him for not taking it in the face. Shot comes through. Beautiful shape on it, but going nowhere near a goal. They've done well, have these South Africans. That was just a bridge too far for the Luxembourg player. Couldn't hold his feet, hold his position. South Africa with it. Shot comes in, dealt with by the keeper. Sold the dummy by Meyer, but now they've doubled him up and it's back to 5-on-5 though. Done well there, the South Africans.
Yes, definitely. That's how you're supposed to kill a
Crossfield
penalty.
shot.
Shot up into the Luxembourg defenseman. Oh, and that is out by the Luxembourg guys, but that's going to be no icing. The goalie has moved towards the puck. South Africa's captain up with it now. Let's see, can he get through? Looking for that
Powerful
pass.
run. Oh, lucky
Nice
hand
hard
in the
shot.
way or stick in the way.
Both teams are attacking strong at this point.
Nice skill there.
Good work from
South
Clay.
Africa looking for a little bit of something to go their way, a little bit of opportunity to just not only build from the back, but just take it right to the front of that Luxembourg goalkeeper.
Oh, risky.
I don't know if I like that at all.
No, I tell you, as a goalie, I'm pretty sure. I know my goalie, Shailene, would have killed me.
He would have had lots to say. Shot comes in, dealt with. We are living dangerously would be what the South African coach would be saying. There we go, Meyer chasing after it, but
Icing called, yeah. Well, the stands are definitely nicer, much fuller tonight than they were before. So welcome to everybody out there.
correction, I said Meyer. It's actually Fento who was chasing after that puck, but didn't really matter because nobody got to it before the referee blew his whistle. Shot comes in, intercepted there by South Africa. Now,
Plates off the boards, but there was no one chasing. And that is another icing call for South Africa this time.
Sneaky chaps, but get back into the bench. The chest must be burning, the legs must be screaming. Now.
South Africa, can they get there? Lost his footing a bit, unfortunately.
Fresh legs on the ice for South Africa, finally.
Imprec with the puck. Dumps it out over the boards. Bit of a collision down there.
Oh, and he did it. Read it well. In comes the shot. Oh, saved it by the keeper. Great effort there from the Luxembourg keeper. Read it well. Knew which side it was going to. In fact, he'd closed off the right-hand side, so it could only go to the left-hand side.
Yeah, it was straight off of his pad. He kicked that thing right out.
What a good intercept there from South Africa, though, to set up that opportunity. Read the play so well. Got into position nicely.
Here we go again. Let's try. Good pass up the side. Meyer with it now. And Luxembourg giving him no room to move. Kamish with it. Gotten it out.
Nice shape from the South Africans. I'm really liking this.
Meyer chasing and winning that fight to get there first. Looking for the pass. Passing it into
the shot
traffic.
comes in just through the back of the goal.
Kamish with it, back to his D. D to D, up to the wide. Here they come.
Nice, precise stuff. Stolen there by Luxembourg. No problem. We go again is what the South Africans say.
Just keep on going. Dumping it in. Dutoy going up through the middle. I mean on the side.
You're spending too much time with me.
Van der Merwe with it, looking for the D to D, looking for the wide pass. Oh, just couldn't keep it in. Time to settle. Takes it in over the red line, so there's no icing call.
Oh, miscue there from Luxembourg, trying to clear their lines. Almost messed that one up. Let's take, Simon taking it from behind, but play on, says the ref.
Well, we have just under 7 minutes left in this first period. Still plenty of game to come. Current score right now is Luxembourg with 1, South Africa with 0. But as we say, there's plenty still to come. So let's see if South Africa can come back and answer to that one.
I mean, you say that is the score, 1-0 to Luxembourg, but it's like nobody's told the South Africans because they are playing as if they're in the lead. Really good, composed, build-up, good possession.
They definitely are. They're controlling the puck when they do get possession behind. The defense are setting it up. The forwards are coming back. You know, they are trying to get through, but Luxembourg's defensive side is also doing very well.
Very well, absolutely.
They're shutting them down.
A couple of hard hits out there. Not surprised. We expected both of these teams to turn on the physicality. That's been the part of the way that they've played these last few days out at this ice hockey under 18 ice hockey world championship. And so none of this is surprising. It fits their pattern of play. But yet in and amongst it, there is some amazing speed, some amazing breakaways. Oh, and straight into the board again. There we go. South Africa come away with the pucks. Tell you what, there are going to be some sore bodies here at the end of this lot. And I'm only talking about the first period.
It's not that bad.
No, it comes the shot. Again, the keeper deals with it. Nicely done. And it's in! It's in!
They did it! They answered.
Just about to say how well the keeper's been dealing with all of this pressure, the Luxembourg keeper, and he's done so well, but South Africa just relentless. Shot upon shot, body upon body in there, and eventually the pressure told and the dam burst. 1-1 the score now as South Africa pull one back.
And that was the score by number 8 from South Africa, Stefan Kleitz. I'm not sure of the assists at this point, but well done to South Africa for coming back. If they can hold it for the next 5.5 minutes, then they can come out and try and do it again in the next period. But now, Luxembourg are going to want to answer to that one. They want their lead back. South Africa needs to defend.
I'm going to put this to you now, Nadine, that Luxembourg have not had the lead ever in this tournament, in any game.
That's true.
And so I wonder how they will respond to the fact that all of a sudden there was this lead, which is now not there anymore. Will they slump back into old habits?
Ooh.
Oh! Are you
Close.
joking? What an exciting shot.
I can't even answer that right now because they don't want to give up. You can see that.
No, they are playing for all they're worth.
No team would ever want to give up. It's just too close. This is their first tournament in so long, so I'm pretty sure they want to at least come away with the bronze.
Wobbly shot there across the ice. South Africa sneaking away with it. Stolen back there by Luxembourg. It's just man on man. There is no space given. They will fight.
They are.
While
Both
they
teams are fighting really hard.
they've got any kind of energy left in their bodies.
The one-on-one battles that are happening at the moment is what we train for every time we're at practice. And right now, both teams are really showing that they want that puck.
Yep. Loving the crowd that is assembled here tonight. It's really good to see all of them. See across the way the Chinese Taipei team also obviously went for a little bit of something to eat and just relaxed, and then have come to watch this this bronze medal match. What a faux pas! This bronze medal match. They, of course, are the gold medal champions.
Well, South Africa is still trying to defend right now. Luxembourg with a
Shot comes in.
Down. Right, we have a checking to the head at the moment, and that is coming in from player number 17, So player number 17 from Luxembourg is getting a checking to the head.
Oh, checking to the head,
And
normally,
that's,
isn't that a much more serious sanction?
It is. Nathan Waders is the name, and he's the assistant captain there. Should be a 2+10, but we'll wait and see. Because there was no injury, they won't call it a game misconduct. So it's 2+10 or 2+2+10, depending on what the referee decides.
Ah.
Wrong side. Shame, the poor kid doesn't know. Hello, I gotta come in.
Knock, knock. I'm the smallest person on the team.
So number 16 will also be serving at 2 minutes for a player who did the checking to the head, and that's player number 17. So it's 2+10.
Shot comes in. Oh no! Great setup from
That's
South
all right.
Africa, and it's in. And there goes the
Well
goal.
done.
Another great goal there from South Africa as they hit the front 2-1. And they took advantage of that numerical advantage on the ice. Immediately did the South Africans.
And that was again Luca Meyer, number 11. It looked like he was doing the wraparound from the back. So well done. So number 17 thinking he was getting out of the box, but actually number 16 who's serving the 2 minutes gets out, but the other 10 minutes still goes.
Yeah, that was a bit sneaky, but the officials very much on top of them. Who's supposed to be in there?
Yeah. Right, so South Africa in the lead, 4 minutes left in the period. 2-1.
And I mean, I hate to say I told you so, Nadine, but I did tell you so. South Africa don't mind going behind. They've done it. They've had it done to them so many times in this tournament. And they've shown that they've got the ability to just, oh my word, off the upright from Luxembourg. Good immediate response there from Luxembourg. But just not falling for them on that occasion.
Wow, that was close.
That was too close.
It's like it's right. Like it's just so much luck happening at the moment on both sides. You're just not quite getting them in the net, and it's just coming just close enough to be knocked in. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Start again.
Sure. Okay. So we're counting ourselves down. We're inside the last 3 minutes almost.
Kamish.
Shot comes in. Just past the
wide.
left-hand side of that Luxembourg goal. Still South Africa with the puck.
Kamish stealing
Whoa.
it. We should have looked
Just
for
couldn't
Meyer.
control it. Still have it though, South Africa.
Quick start, trying to get the one-timer, but Luxembourg manages to stop it. And they manage to get it out. Now, there's going to be a penalty on South Africa for a stupid late hit. Why these kids find the need to hit after the puck's long gone. It's silly to give it up. South Africa have just gone in the lead. And this is number 11. Number 11 just scored the goal, and that's Luca Meyer back into the box. It's so sad when players make late hits. As a referee, it makes me upset because it's so dangerous. You're not expecting to be hit after you've already released the puck so long ago, and that's what makes it dangerous.
Great opportunity for Luxembourg to get one back and get back on even terms with the South Africans. It's 2-1 at the moment in favor of South Africa after Luxembourg had taken the lead. Luxembourg player just frustrated with himself, missing that pass back to him. They've got to rebuild now all the way from deep inside their own half of the ice. South Africa just need to take a bit of a deep breath, just compose themselves. Here comes the Luxembourg team. Shot comes in, dealt with by the keeper, but only just.
Yeah, they have an opportunity. Oh, Luxembourg with the
Shot
shot
comes
high.
in.
Well kept away there by Kleinback, who's just managed to keep it in his mitt. South Africa managed to get their well-needed and deserved change for their penalty kill. 1 minute and 8 seconds left on their penalty kill. If they can hold it tight and then defend their lead. Just 2 minutes left in the game. Good clearance option there. Didn't quite get it out. Luxembourg coming in and stealing it back. South Africa managing to get back to it. Battling it out. Again, 3-on-2 down there.
Good determination from Luxembourg. In comes the shot. Off the knee pad.
Deflection. Well done.
South Africa.
Oh, linesman.
Almost took out the linesman there. I don't know what sort of penalty that is.
None. And the puck's out of bounds.
Oh, nice little pass there for Luxembourg. Opportunity, here comes the shot, not to be.
South Africa working hard to defend right now. Only a few seconds left and they'll be back at full
it's good
strength.
interference there for South Africa. Luxembourg still very much
Full strength.
putting on all of the pressure. Here comes South Africa. And parity is restored, 30-odd seconds to go before the break. And South Africa, if they can survive, will feel, I think they'll probably feel a little bit lucky.
Yeah. No, but they've been doing hard. They've worked hard in their defensive zone. They've killed the penalty without letting one in. So that's a good job, and that's always a tick.
Here we go, South Africa up the ice. Shot. Oh, great bit of defense there from Luxembourg. Wow, that took everything he had.
Wasn't letting that one
Full
go past.
stretch was that Luxembourg defender.
Ethan Simon trying to clear it, but didn't manage to. Lemprecht, Radu.
And
Back
that's
to
how the
Luxembourg,
period
and that's
ends.
Just the referees trying to keep the peace. So
That's how the period ends. Wow. Well, it ended as hectically as it began. 2-1 the score to South Africa eventually as the 20 minutes come to an end. And an opening goal there from Luxembourg is what South Africa had to look at to start with. But then, you know, they've had so many occasions where they have been scored against first.
Yes.
That I think almost the South Africans don't even notice it anymore. They just are oblivious to it, and they just immediately kept on going. The pressure was there all the time.
Yeah.
Opportunities, asking the questions, and goal came one, goal came two, and here we sit.
And that's right, exactly. It's all about the effort and knowing when not to give up. You've got to keep going. Focus on your goals that you have at the beginning of the game. Don't let one get you down. Go out there and fight every single minute.
Really looking forward to the second period. It's 2-1 to South Africa at the moment. What will it be at the end of the second? And of course, lots of exciting action still coming our way. Listen, I'm just looking at the shot count there, Nadine, and I mean that gives you some indication of how close and how tight this game is. 2-1 on the scoreboard, 8-8 on the shot count.
Very evenly matched. So yeah, there were a couple of close calls on both sides. So let's see what happens in the next period.
Let's see. We'll see you in 14 minutes from now. And welcome back to the start of the second period of this bronze medal matchup between South Africa and Luxembourg. It's the final day of the IIHF's Ice Hockey Under 18 World Championship event. We've had 3 days of some brilliant ice hockey action right here at the Grand West Ice Rink in Cape Town, South Africa. And really nice to be able to host some of the international teams and their support staff, their family, their friends who've made the trips over as well at part of this this sporting ice hockey showpiece. Really nice. And of course, really nice to welcome you to tonight's match. It's the late match, it's the final match, it's the bronze medal match. Earlier today, of course, we saw Chinese Taipei hand out a bit of a hiding 9-1 as they beat Hong Kong for the gold medal. It's a whole lot tighter as we expected it would be between these two nations on the ice right now, and a really good turnout amongst the fans as well. South Africa going behind early on from a very well taken strike by Luxembourg. South Africa just responded, not initially and not immediately either, but they just turned on the pressure, and you just had a sense that a goal was going to come. I wasn't too sure that 2 goals were going to come, but nonetheless they delivered 2. Let's see what the second period delivers. Nadine Sheffield next to me in the commentary position, and we're mostly happy with what we saw.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going well, and I think both teams are really fighting it out to see who's going to actually take the bronze. So good luck to them both.
Just to explain what is happening with the Luxembourg player who is still in the sin bin.
Okay, so he got a 2+10 for checking to the head. So there would be 2 players in the box. One would be sitting the 2 minutes for him to penalise the team, and the other 10 minutes is just sat by the player while the team plays 5-on-5. So I'm not entirely sure how much left on his penalty is, but I can try and check for you guys.
Okay.
Get back to you on that shortly.
Okay. In the meantime, of course, play underway, action underway. It's Luxembourg with possession of the. Oh, I'll say that and they just give it away. So South Africa making their way up the ice. Luxembourg steal it back. Inside, outside, go Luxembourg, and okay. Either Nadine is winking at me or she's working it out.
I'm trying to work it out.
Offside call there from the one linesman, and here comes the face-off. Puck drops, and it's South Africa who come away with it initially.
He's got about 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left.
Plus minus, yeah.
Nicely dealt with there by the South Africans as they come away with it. Oh, you know, there were times in that first period where the South Africans were living a little dangerously in how they dealt with their defensive. It's just how they dealt with their defensive strategies. They are a little bit nerve-wracking, but anyway, it's Luxembourg who have the puck interfered with by the South African, which is all perfectly above board. Here comes South Africa now up the ice.
Pass, but off the skate. Damn.
Just not able to get it in front of the player. Would have been a brilliant pinpoint pass if he had been able to. He would have been gone for all money.
Definitely, but unfortunately it went for icing. Now they're back in their defensive zone, start all over again. Seems to have calmed down a bit since the hype from the beginning of the end of the last period, but I'm sure it's going to pick up again. It always does.
I was going to say, do not believe that it's over, but you're right. The one thing, of course, that we were struck by in the earlier game is that there was so much unnecessary, I think, physicality in that game between Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong. We're expecting a lot more physicality in the match here, and yet the two teams have not gotten stuck into that at all. Plucked out of the sky there by the South African goalkeeper like he was walking down the field and picking apples off the tree.
definitely making use of that pass glove. Matthew showing that he's still in the game. South Africa in the defensive zone.
I know this is too tight to call. 2-1 the scoreline at the moment. South Africa with back-to-back goals. Here comes South Africa now.
Can you do it?
Oh, into the side of
Took a little long to get that shot off.
Waited just a little bit too long, but still South Africa with the puck. Looking for it to come back, but no, it's going to go all the way around and then back.
South Africa needing to move their feet a bit more. They're standing a bit stagnant. That is an icing call because it was over the red line.
He was over the red line. That was asking for trouble, and he really should know better than that.
I think it was just hopeful that his player was going to be there to skate onto it faster, but it didn't, the angle just didn't work. Back in the defensive zone, let's see who wins the face-off. Looks like it went back to Luxembourg. Oh, but he fumbled.
Bit of a
Managed
fumble
to
there
get it back.
From the Luxembourg team on the attack. South Africa just getting the stick in the way, just making things difficult.
Luxembourg with a quick fire, but not quite going near the goal.
Great pass there.
South Africa managed to gain control. Quick pick-up. Botha with it now. Shot goal! What a save from that goalie. It was going top corner. What a blocker save. Luxembourg managing to get control while South Africa makes their changes. Rue just missing it. Luxembourg on the attack. Quick deke and a shot, but wide of the net. South Africa managing to go. Ooh, sneaky. South Africa taking it back.
Away with it. Sorry, I was just watching a little bit of something that was going on in the South African bench. Looks like an injury to one of the players, number 13.
Oh, okay.
So he was holding his arm as if he'd taken a really bad knock or something. I'm not too sure. He's up.
Unfortunate, but he seems to be okay.
Looking less upset. Maybe just it hurt at the time, but now it feels much better.
South Africa still with it in their defensive zone. Got control, looking for the breakout. Up the side. Ooh. Pass wasn't quite on. Off the boards up to Ruan Fenter. Down. That was a bit of a hook, but the ref didn't see that one. South Africa managing to keep it in. Luxembourg banging it off the back end to try and get it out the weak side. Rue battling it off. Meyer comes out with it.
Oh, nice
Meyer
stick
getting
work.
stopped.
Shot comes in.
And it's in!
It's in!
Well done, South Africa. That's 3.
If you don't mind, I'd like to see that in slow motion one more time.
It was a shot and what looked like a deflection from number 10. So yeah, number 17 took the shot, deflection from number 10. So Brendan Delport should theoretically get that goal from Johan van der Merwe. Great play by South Africa.
I want you just to have a look at number 13, who's back on the ice, Nadine, when you in general play, just have a look-see. He looks like he's favoring his left arm or hand or wrist or something. Something's just not right there.
It's Ethan Salmon, and he's one of the Western Province players. See how it goes. You know, when you do play hockey, I know players that have played with broken feet, broken legs, and we drew everything that we can to put it out of our head and just carry on playing. And I mean, I've played injured. These guys, once you're on that ice, everything else just goes out the window and you're focusing on hockey. So
absolutely,
you'll deal with it later. Strap it and deal with it.
He is not going to be putting his hand up. Oh, you can see the way he's moving, it's just not comfortable. But anyway, South Africa, 3-1 to the good. Here they come again, and they're chasing hard. It's well dealt with there by the Luxembourg defense. The very self-same Simons we spoke about takes a knock on that arm. Here comes South Africa up the middle. Shot to come. Oh, and cut out there by Luxembourg. Tell you what, this is pretty exciting stuff. Good pace and stolen. Yeah, oh, he just miscued it, did the Luxembourg player. Had an opportunity to shoot at goal. Meyer now. Backwards, back against the boards. Looking for an opening.
Tell you what, this kid's got some moves there. He can wheel, he can get through the players, and you just got to look for those players who've got to support him. And that's an icing call for Luxembourg. Exciting stuff, still always coming. Current score is 3-1 to South Africa, and that is in the 13 minutes and 36 seconds left in the second period. Crowd is definitely getting more and more excited into this game, and I mean it looks almost full on that side over there. And
yeah,
I mean there are a few empty seats, but it's a really nice crowd.
And
it's
on our side as well,
support.
both left and right of us, really nice to see. But I mean,
Yeah.
it does help that the host nation is playing, and it helps that the host nation is 3-1 up early in the second period. Telling you, this defensive stuff is giving me grey hairs.
They're all about the attack now.
Nice to see Luxembourg just keeping going. Here comes the shot.
And it's
Great
shot.
save there
Well
from the
done.
South African keeper.
Luxembourg getting the opportunity, but just not finishing, unfortunately. They are still trying, and they haven't given up. They are fighting their way.
Absolutely. The number 13 for Luxembourg, Meyer, shooting straight into the South African keeper, who dealt with it nicely.
South Africa still in their defensive zone. Luxembourg managing to get part of it, and they're still coming out with it. Looking for the deep pass to shot, deflected off of Dalport. In the slot.
South Africa looking to clear their lines. Good move there, good skill from the Luxembourg player. Wow,
well cleared.
That one
well cleared.
bobbled free for a few seconds, but no damage done. Here come the South Africans now. And in comes the shot, and no, not able to take advantage of the deflection.
That's an icing call.
How is that not icing?
It's not going to be because he's ahead. So, because the Luxembourg player was ahead of the South African player, it wasn't icing. Icing is only if your Luxembourg team would have dumped the puck, and if South Africa had been ahead or basically winning the battle, that means that it would have gone for icing because it's at their deficit as such, whereas Luxembourg would be scoring, gaining ice. So that's why Luxembourg's player skates as hard as he can to get there, so it's like a pass, and then he can get it.
Even if he doesn't get there?
Yeah, well, he gets there first. He was ahead of the South African player.
Okay, gotcha.
They usually check it between the hash marks and the spots as to who's winning the race before they call it.
Okay. Great pass, great skill from the South Africans. Wow, that was stickwork. Who's that? 14 for South Africa. That was so fast, nobody saw it.
Referee.
And if the referee can possibly get out of the way.
It is hard as a referee. It's so hard sometimes to get out of the way of players. It comes so fast, and you're trying to just keep in the outskirts of the ice, but it comes your way. What can you do? You jump out of the way. Sometimes your timing's bad. It happens. It's a good battle down here in the corner.
Yeah.
3-on-2. South Africa has got two players down there battling against three of the Luxembourg guys and managed to come out with it. Looking for the D pass.
In comes the shot. Straight into the chest of the Luxembourg player, who comes away with it, closing him down now. His Klets. Body on the line.
Quick get up and still carries on trying to play. South Africa are doing their job, making sure that they're rattling the Luxembourg team. Luxembourg, good job there, keeping it in the zone so you can go for a change.
Here comes South Africa looking for a way through. Fenter, the 14 for South Africa. He's flicked it up the ice. Oh, crucial interception there for South Africa. What to do with it?
Oh! And that's not paying attention to the game. He had a chance. He had just had his stick on the ice. He was so focused on going to the bench, and then suddenly saw the puck and then, oh crap, I got to go back and fetch it. South Africa definitely attacking in this period. Really strong. They want this game. They want to take this bronze home. Quick pass to Meyer. Meyer's looking. Commission the slot with Delport.
Shot
Meyer,
to come. Oh!
A bit wide and high. No rebound is to be had. Luxembourg.
Tell you what, there is a lot of desire. You can see it in the body language of the South Africans. They are not here to play only one period of ice hockey.
No.
They are going to go full tilt as long as it takes. Luxembourg, for what it's worth, are going to do exactly the same.
And here we go. We have Botha.
Here comes Botha. Shot comes in.
Saved by the goalie.
Deflected by the keeper. Still South Africa with the puck. And back it goes through the back of the Luxembourg goal with Lamprecht now. In comes the shot, looking for the deflection, not to be, as Luxembourg come away with it.
Meyer. Can he put it through? He's pushing through, and he gets a backhand shot, but that's kept up by the goalie, number 1, and that is brilliant goal work there.
I must tell you, Nadine, I love the way that these keepers, all of them, all of 6 teams, you know, there have been some shots that are going like bullets, and they just pluck it out of the sky with that glove of theirs.
Lots of practice, lots of hand-eye coordination. The warm-ups you see the goalies doing sometimes before practices. I know I've helped my goalie a lot. Basically have bouncing balls and tennis balls, and you're bouncing them off walls, juggling them, just to get your hand and eye coordination in and get your eyes set for the game. So they have a lot of skill, these goalies. It's really awesome to see.
South Africa now asking lots of questions of Luxembourg, who are answering these questions, but I have to say it is South Africa very much in the ascendancy. They are controlling this game. Shot to come, up through the traffic.
Unfortunately, the player that went offside was behind the player with the puck on the line, but he stepped over and tried to come back, but his leg was still not touching the ice, so it was offside. Just so you know, you can have both feet on either side, one on each side of the line, and you won't be offside. But as soon as you lift your back foot up and that puck's not over first, you're offside. So that's pretty much what happened at this point.
South Africa just getting into the face of the Luxembourg player, just making it difficult, rushing him in his decision, rushing him in his pass. South Africa come away with it now up the middle of the ice, looking for a chance to get in. Great bit of defense there from Luxembourg. South Africa.
Of roughness. And that's a penalty. That'll be checking to the head again. Or roughing. Interference. Okay. So that's number 10, getting an interference call on the player from Luxembourg. Was a bit of a high check for me, but that's Brandon Delport sitting in 10 minutes. I mean, 2 minutes, number 10.
The player that he fouled was, I mean, he was not even involved in play at the time.
No. That's exactly why. It's a silly penalty to give up.
Okay, here we go. Luxembourg power play. They're going to want to take full advantage of this. Good position on the ice. Good position in terms of the numerical advantage. What can they do with it?
Well, they're on the attack, but they're not using all their men at this point. South Africa are looking pretty strong in this penalty kill at this point, because Luxembourg aren't quite setting it up for a good play right now, but maybe.
Shot comes in. Wow. That's
a bit high.
Was a little bit on the high side. Here comes Venter.
An opportunity. He manages to beat the guy. He's got the puck, but the problem is he's short-handed, but can they still get one in the back? He's doing his work. He's playing one-on-one now, one-on-two. Remembering Luxembourg have an extra man on the ice, so they can always put 2 on 1 player. South Africa are reluctant to have too many men up high committing. And that's an icing call.
Luxembourg, I mean, there's still plenty of time. It's over a minute left of this power play. But Luxembourg have not looked composed during this power play.
No.
You know, they've had opportunities, as you say. They're 5-4, yet they don't use all their players optimally.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some great power plays, especially from the Hong Kong team and the Chinese Taipei team. They set it up, they slow it down, and they know exactly what their moves are. Luxembourg and South Africa are not so strong in their power play that I've seen in actually setting it up. They panic and they don't actually know their positioning so much, and they're too quick to rush the shot rather than actually pulling the goalie when they should.
Oh, well saved there by the keeper.
Yeah, that all comes with experience, and I mean, playing together, a lot of this team don't play together all the time. So when you're thrown together with a short notice, you'll actually have to learn a lot faster. Just on 45 seconds left in this penalty kill for South Africa. Can they hold it, or can Luxembourg put one away? Here's an opportunity now. Just losing control a little bit there, but he's got another helper there. It's 2-on-1. Referee just shouting
Great
for them to
interference
move.
there by South Africa, holding it up, making it difficult.
Referee needs to
Does
stop
look like
them.
they are trying to sweep the floor. Anyway, Luxembourg come away with it. Tried the wraparound shot, not to be. South Africa now trying to get it out of there.
No, Luxembourg passing it
goal
around.
area.
Trying to get it to the other side. Quick shot, and it's in! Wow, that was a lucky goal. Unexpected. Wow. That just snuck underneath that goal.
That was a freaky goal.
Very much so. I'll let you know shortly
I mean,
who
it was shot in from so far away against the boards. It was a pass. I mean, let's be honest, it was a pass.
No, he turned around with a lucky swing. That was crazy.
And just like that, Luxembourg pull one back.
My colleagues here saying it was number 12 from Luxembourg. So that is
How will South Africa respond?
Celeste. Here we have an offside call. So the score back to a 1-goal difference, 3-2, South Africa in the lead, in 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second period. Oh,
it's an interesting pass.
Deliberate, but not in their own zone. So that'll just go outside, or in the neutral zone.
Puck falls for South Africa, who push it up down the left-hand side of the boards. There they go. Clates for South Africa, working hard. Gets mowed down. He's got support now. Number 14, Fenter's got the puck at his feet. Stolen back there by Luxembourg. Back
hard.
to Fenter.
Oh, and well done to the Luxembourg team for getting it out, but that's another icing. Although the actual goalie did move towards it, but shouldn't have been, but that's fine. Didn't quite move out of his crease, so icing is on. I see the team chatter is quite quiet tonight, and I think it's just because everybody's so involved in the game, they're not texting.
Yes, absolutely. Stradham's got it.
Du Toit with it, with his feet, looking for a pass. Backhand straight into the Luxembourg player. Luxembourg pushing hard to try and get there.
Missed entirely there by the Luxembourg player.
That's an icing call, but it's not going to go. Delayed. Luxembourg looking to set it up. South Africa with the pressure on, which is what we need to do.
1 goal apiece in this second period. We've got 4.5 minutes left to play.
That's another icing call for Luxembourg.
And I mean, I don't know. There is no way that I can give you a winner prediction at this time. Probably on balance, South Africa in the ascendancy, but wow, it would be by a very narrow margin. Games are won on very narrow margins, but this one still a long way to go. In comes the shot, and it's swatted down. Great opportunity there for South Africa. They will feel as if they missed one there.
It doesn't update. This is online.
Well, I'm just looking at some stats that Nadine has shown to me, and in fact, it's Luxembourg who've made most of the shots. I'm not going to say count, but they've certainly put in the most shots in the second period. And that after, I mean, we look at that first period shot count of 8-8. Now it's what, 15-12 to Luxembourg. It is that tight, folks. It is that tight.
I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for. Are they just having a breather?
Are they just tired?
I don't know. That was a bit odd.
That was a bit bizarre, but that's the way sport goes. Now, here we go. Oh, great opportunity. Good skating and good anticipation. He knew what he had to do, just wasn't able to close that one off. South Africa with work to do behind their goal line. Wow. Here we go. South Africa with the 10. Up the shot comes in. Oh, just to the right-hand side.
Opportunity.
Pressure coming. No look reverse. Dealt with there by 13 Simon.
Here we go with Meyer again. Oh, and a good stop there by that player from Luxembourg. That's what you call defensive work. Celeste. Good strong pass around the boards to his player. Good pass back.
Shot to come. Good pressure there from South Africa still.
Quick shot.
Wow,
but
just
wide.
past the left-hand upright, the South African goal. Still with South Africa.
Nice
Great pass. Oh,
stick down.
couldn't
on the
control it. Clates will be so annoyed with himself.
Okay, what's going on? Yeah, offside. It was just an offside call. He's throwing a bit of a few words there.
Ferretti, the 14 for Luxembourg. Very unhappy about it, but was just offside.
Luxembourg winning that face-off to get into the zone. South Africa managing to get back and gain control.
Calmly dealt with by the South Africa. If that referee could get out the way, please. I mean, really.
Hey, leave Team Zebra alone. Yeah.
There we go. I see. Touched a nerve there. Nice one.
Pass.
And here we go.
Break
Just
away.
to keep it a beat. Oh, and he does not do that. Great effort there once again from the Luxembourg keeper. Wow.
I'm surprised you never said it.
Oh, what did I say?
You didn't
Oh,
say
the breakaway.
breakaway.
I know, I was so excited. I couldn't say breakaway. It was a breakaway, though.
Yes, that is a breakaway.
That Luxembourg goalkeeper made himself as wide as that entire goal.
Sometimes it
Oh, my
amazes
word.
me how they do that. Some of these goalies perform the perfect splits and you sit and think to yourself, ow.
How did he do that?
But they do.
How did he do that? And ow, did he do that?
Yeah, ow.
Wow, that was very exciting. There's just less than 90 seconds left in the second period with South Africa still 3-2 in the lead, 1 goal apiece in the second period. And really, it has been a game that has ebbed and flowed. And I don't expect it to be any different for the next 90 seconds or for the next 20 minutes going into that third period. So it's an opportunity here for Luxembourg. Crucial moment lost there to South Africa.
The toy with the pressure.
Oh, nice little back pass to South Africa. Shot to come in across the face of goal.
If South Africa could get the shots on goal, it would be so much easier. Just getting rebounds would help.
Time left, not much. Shot comes in. Bobbles free, 13 for South Africa. Couldn't take advantage of it, Simon. Let's go. Van der Merwe with it now. Back to 23.
Du Toit with it on the edge, looking for Delport. Delport picks it up.
Still time.
Back to Du Toit.
And here comes the shot.
Van der Merwe with the shot, but into the Luxembourg player.
Oh! Just didn't bubble enough for the South Africans.
Good control there. Oh!
Absolutely murdered.
Meyer from Luxembourg pass and just
great skill there from the
face.
Luxembourg player. I think it was behind him at one stage.
And that's that for the game of 2 on the second period. South Africa with 3, Luxembourg with 2.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. It was behind the Luxembourg player. It caught
It was the skate, the blade of the skate.
The blade of the skate. Bobbled forward. He took a shot out of nothing and almost scored.
Yeah, it was just short of that post, eh? So close, so close.
Okay, well, I'm going to just go lie down for a little bit now during this break. But listen, we've come to the end of the second period where the scores are 3-2 in favor of South Africa over Luxembourg. I just want to get a quick update in terms of that shot numbers for you, because that will be telling in terms of what really transpired in the second period. Doesn't necessarily mean that one team was better than the other, but I tell you what, Luxembourg did not, go away and die. They were very competitive in this second period. 8-8 is what the shot count was when we came to the end of the first period. 2-1, if memory serves, is what we went into the break with. The break now, the score now at this break is 3-2, and I just want to be sure, but it's certainly both of these two teams are playing a match deserving of a medal. That is a fact. They are playing a really good, entertaining, well-spirited, mind me if I say that, well-spirited game of ice hockey.
Yeah, they're both fighting the battle. They both won it really badly. South Africa definitely got the crowd behind them, and having your home crowd behind you always gives you that just little bit of extra punt, and you can see it's coming through in the boys. They are really doing outstanding work tonight in comparison to some of the games they've had in the past.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're obviously just doing our number crunching, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be the third and final period where South Africa lead in this bronze medal match, 3-2. And welcome back, a couple of minutes away from the start of the third and final period in this bronze medal match between South Africa and Luxembourg, where South Africa hold a slender 1-goal lead, 3-2 the score. And I don't know, Nadine Sheffield, make sense of this. That was so exciting in that second period, one apiece, but I think probably on balance all of the play coming from Luxembourg.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a very well matched game. Well, the second period seemed to have been very evenly matched. South Africa were definitely fighting hard, but Luxembourg coming back with quite a few shots on net. There were some opportunities they had, but they just couldn't put it away. But now, I mean, if you look at the shots on goal, South Africa was 16 and Luxembourg on 14. It's really close. It's a really close game. It could still go either way.
It really could. It could go either way. I mean, there's the South Africans who have the edge at the moment, but it is so quick to score one goal, and then from one sometimes comes 2 and 3 goals. So it could still go the other way. It could still go with Luxembourg. Both of these teams will look back at the matches that they played, the games that they played in this tournament, and go, we were unlucky to concede some of the goals that we did concede. We were unlucky in terms of the results that we had to endure. And certainly the South Africans will point to that match against Hong Kong where they went down 6-5 with that final winning goal getting scored in literally the last minute. South Africa will dig deep there in front of their home support. Luxembourg have shown themselves to be very competitive, and they will play to the last second of this period. So as you say, too tight to call.
It is.
My suggestion is take a deep breath. It is going to be that kind of a period, and we look forward to lots of excitement.
Yeah, very, very exciting. And I think South Africa are going to do a great job of entertaining the crowd. And here we go. South Africa not winning their face-off. Luxembourg managed to get it back to the defense. But South Africa looking to take it back. Luxembourg with an opportunity, a backhand there. Shut out by the goaltender. Luxembourg looking for a pass, but his partner's not there.
Here comes South Africa on the, I was going to say breakaway, on the breakout.
On the attack is a good way.
While I was trying to work out what the right thing is. Luxembourg killed that attack, and here they come. Shot comes in, great save.
Luxembourg seem to be working it down there in the South African defensive zone. South Africa not putting too much pressure on them, letting them move. South Africa, we have Fenter with
nice,
peak.
Crucial interception there for Luxembourg.
And here we have a chance. If he gets a shot off, saved by the goalie.
Still with South Africa.
Van der Merwe working the way he does in the corners. Very strong defenseman, Van der Merwe.
Nicely done, South Africa up the middle of the ice.
Luxembourg with a quick flick and a dump check pass to that puck. Looking for the quick pass to his partner in the slot, but doesn't get through. South Africa managing to pick it up. Just missing the pass to the neutral zone.
Just too much there.
A little bit of back and forth now. Luxembourg taking it in. Pass fumbled. South Africa can take it away. Mayer with it.
Shot comes in.
Bit high.
It wasn't a bad shot, eh? From far out, but as you say,
bad.
a little bit on the high side.
If he had been closer, it would have been a much better angled shot. Could have gone top post, but
did cause the goalkeeper to wake up from whatever he was doing. Ew! Nice quick turn and shoot.
Defenseman with it, dumping it down. Quickly picked
Here
up.
comes South Africa again. Stolen back by Luxembourg. Lots of work to do for the South Africans.
Mish just losing his feet. Dalport trying to get his hand on it, didn't quite. Oh, sniper in the house. Luxembourg trying to get it back into the attacking zone. South Africa optimizing. Here we go. We have number 10, Meyer, trying to get through. Meyer in the corner, looking for options and shoots back off the net.
I'm not too sure the Luxembourg keeper knew too much about that shot, but nonetheless he kept it out.
Another sniper shot in the house.
I'll tell you what, the sniper is busy tonight. There it goes for Luxembourg. Shot comes in off the skates.
South Africa coming out with it. Can he keep it out? Luxembourg got it. South Africa picking it up. Oh, and a fumble.
There, that is a breakaway. Shooting. Great save from the keeper.
It was off the post. Damn. Oh, and here we go. We've got a penalty against Luxembourg. South Africa playing the advantage. Goalie's going off. And just in time for the Luxembourg player. So that is a tripping call on Luxembourg, and that's player number 5, it looks like, and that is Ken Basak. If I get that wrong, I'm really sorry. So yes, definitely number 5 from Luxembourg with a 2-minute for tripping.
So it's a 5-on-4 scenario. Power play for South Africa. Can they make this count? Spin, 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 and
quick pass down, quick pass back.
Shot comes in and it's in!
That is how you play a power play.
That is in fact how you play a power play.
That was very well done by South Africa. Nice to see it coming together finally in this game. They've optimized and they've got themselves another security goal.
Well worked, good, well composed.
Very much.
They were calm, they got into good positions, and a goal felt to me like it was inevitable.
It was well passed. They took their time. They made the pass down by the net, back into the slot, into traffic, and then way into the corner. It was just brilliant hockey. That's what we like to see. So that's just 16 minutes and 13 seconds in the period, and South Africa are now 4-2. Okay guys, just an update on those goals. It was number 11, Luca Meyer, who scored the goal, assisted by Stefan Kleitz, number 8, the assistant captain, and number 14, the captain, Reynard Venter.
I'll tell you what, the Luxembourg team almost scored right back there. Here comes South Africa.
Good pass.
Oh, it's got to go.
And he's almost in there, but the goalie shuts it out.
Great work there from the Luxembourg goalkeeper, and a good build-up there from South Africa at full tilt, full stretch, and the Luxembourg team were able to keep them out. On this occasion, 4-2, the score at the moment to South Africa. Bodies all over the ice at the moment, of course. It's interesting. And we've got just under 15 minutes left to play. Oh.
Luxembourg trying hard. South Africa managing to get it out the zone. We have a chance with Meyer again, but Luxembourg manages to keep it out their zone. South Africa, and there we have an offside call.
Did look a little bit messy to me. Yeah, look, South Africa making all the running in this early stages of this third period. Plenty of time, 14 and a half minutes still to play. 4-2 to South Africa. And the shot count, predictably enough, favoring the South Africans at the moment. But you know what? What I've seen from this Luxembourg team throughout this tournament is that they are not going to ever go to sleep on any kind of scoreline, on any kind of performance. They will keep going to the end.
Yeah, just a quick shout out here from a few people. We've got a couple of the SA ladies watching and supporting their guys here. But that coming from Dominique Greeland saying go SA, she's the former South African goalkeeper. We have Kelly Jameson, who's still playing on the national team. she's here watching from a table of her birthday party, so happy birthday, Kelly. And
She's watching from her birthday party?
Yep, they clearly have hockey, number one, on their mind. Birthdays come second, that's how it is. Yeah, knowing my friends in my team, that's how they are. Yeah, shout out to Guillaume Radu from Yolandi Kutsia, and your family is proud of you. Lots of other people, Grizzlies watching, lots of people from Luxembourg saying hey and go Luxembourg. So keep them shout outs coming, people. We are really enjoying watching this game with you.
South Africa under pressure here. Van der Merwe comes away with it. South Africa looking to get the puck further upfield. Meyer was screaming for it. He gets it eventually.
Oh, what a move.
Good skill. That's what you call a, what, muffin shot?
No, well, the shot was, but his little move over there is what you would call a... Oh.
Well, you'd call that a touch of class, but...
Sorry, I lost the whole train of thought there. I was just watching the game.
I'll just help you out, no problem. Okay, here we go. South Africa with the puck.
A toe drag, okay?
What's it called?
A toe drag.
A toe drag.
Yeah. Uses the toe of the
I
stick to
swear,
pull it
Nadine,
around.
you are making this stuff up as you sit
I'm
next
not.
to me.
Promise you I'm not.
Okay, here we go. Toe drag. Has anybody even heard of that?
Toe of the stick. Dragging the puck behind and flipping it around.
Okay, I'm just waiting for either the abuse or the confirmation to come through on the text line. Toe drag. Nadine Sheffield swears by it. I think she's just made it up as she sat here.
No.
You know, these officials. Now, what will South Africa do? It's all Luxembourg at the moment. Good skill there.
Good
They
pass.
work their way up the ice. Shot comes in.
Oh, what a try. And it's in. The puck is in the net. Luxembourg have come back and they have scored to make it 3-4. That is such good work by Luxembourg. I'm so proud to say that they really worked hard for that goal. There was a shot, a rebound, and they really worked hard and they got it in.
They were very, very committed to that. Came up the ice very quickly. Shot came in from distance, bobbled all over the place, and eventually ended up in the back of the South African net.
South Africa, are they going to come back and answer that? They've now lost their security goal. They still won ahead, 4-3. 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes left.
Don't even think about calling it. And some dodgy person on the text line says, yeah, toe drag. I mean, as if that's supposed to convince me.
Luxembourg with a bit of fire in their blood now.
Oh, yeah.
Wanting to get another one. They are coming back hard. They still want to get this bronze. They haven't given up. South Africa have got to work hard. They can't get big heads. They've got to realize they've got to go out and get another goal to make security happen. Or they've got to really defend hard. Luxembourg fighting for it. Still got possession of it. One-on-one battles here.
Yeah, and you can't be sloppy in defense like they were there for a second. South Africa come away with it up the middle of the ice, but dealt with by Luxembourg. I don't know what on earth that was.
I think the puck was out of bounds.
I think very much out of bounds.
We have Grita Kutsia. Abdu watching from Iraq is also watching with me. Come on, South Africa. Abdu is shouting for you. We have Noah Pellet saying go Lux. Anna Lolroff from saying go Lux. We have Lucas Donetti.
Bollock
Two more
school.
Luxembourg. You can do it.
What is a Bollock school?
Oh, that guy's saying that it's not a good call. Didn't quite know what he was talking about.
It's the same guy who was talking about a toe drag as well. Okay, here we go. Here comes South Africa up the ice now, looking for a way through. Defensively, I tell you what, Luxembourg have been very strong. They've managed to shut out the South Africans, other than for those 4 scores. But they really have put pressure on the South Africans, not made it easy for them, made South Africa work for both their possession, their shots, and their goals.
We have Rhonda Meyer sending a shout out to the Meyer brothers on the ice. Aaron M, shout out to Fricky from Kempton.
Wow.
A lot of battling going on. Both teams wanting this medal. South Africa are still fighting hard. 10 minutes left. Who's going to take it? South Africa in the lead.
Oh, miscued pass.
Ethan Simon with the puck now, looking for a D2D is not an option. Taking it up the side. Clate's going for the
Clate's working hard, getting inside his man.
Shot off.
Bobbles all over the place. I thought that was in.
To keep it out.
Tried the wraparound score, not to be. Here comes South Africa still with possession.
Shot and deflection from the Luxembourg defenseman. South Africa picking it up in the corner, passing it down.
Swatted down there by...
Good shot by the commish child to get to pass and just like completely avoided that hit. It was really well done.
South Africa pouring on the pressure now. It's South Africans' turn to call the shots. They're looking for an opening. You feel like a score here is inevitable. Luxembourg closing the door.
Luxembourg with a chance here. Can they counter? South Africa picking it up.
Oh,
a lot of fumbling going on. Everybody seems to be panicking a bit.
It's not pretty when it gets into the South African goal area, I've got to tell you. Okay, here we go.
Delport.
Here comes the shot. Oh, well dealt with there by Luxembourg. Crucial stick intervention there.
Great defense work there by number 2.
Oh!
Shot and save.
Wow. Take a bow, young man. Great work there from the Luxembourg goalkeeper, keeping that one out. South Africa just absolutely foot to the pedal at the moment. So Johannes says toe drag is essentially a move where you pull the puck towards your feet, away from the defender, using the tip of your blade, aka the toe.
There you have it. A nice, very well written description.
It was very well written. Better than the other guy who said,
Thank you, Johannes.
toe drag. Thank you, Johannes. And then the other guy says, correct, Johannes. Thank you. Goodness.
That's the Polski Mexican.
I mean, really.
I don't know, Polski Mexican, Polish Mexican. That's a very interesting combination.
Very dodgy. Who is making calls on ice hockey. Good.
South Africa getting the crowd excited here. We are really hearing the crowd livening up right now. Just 7.5 minutes left in this period. South Africa in the lead.
In they come. Here comes the shot. Oh, he misses it. Just loses control of this.
Oh, wow. What a play. Well done to Luxembourg. That was number 30, number 23. And
that was
it looks
brilliant.
Like number 2 that put that away. That was a great work from the Luxembourg team.
Now this is interesting. Luxembourg have come from 2 goals back to draw level at 4-4 with 7.5 minutes left on the clock.
That was
South Africa have been in this position before.
That was great work by Luxembourg. That was good hockey.
Very good hockey.
That was
good
Nicholas Meyer who put that away. From what I think it was number 14, Arthur Ferretti, and number 2, Himmler Igvason. But we'll wait for confirmation. But for sure, it was definitely number 13 that put it away. So South Africa now really needing to defend this. They are 4-4. They need to come back and score. Okay. Okay, well, our announcer just said that number 4 scored that, Anthony Rosen.
In the parallel universe that exists out there, somebody else scored the goal.
Pretty sure it was 14, but we'll wait and see if that's confirmed. But yeah, my apologies if I did get that wrong.
Okay, South Africa just need to show some composure, some patience, and just take a lot of confidence into the next 6 minutes, because that's the only thing that's going to get them across the confidence, determination, and sheer will of force. If they're to score again, then certainly that would be their intention. They're pushing hard. Here comes the
Luxembourg are going to do hard to defend this. They are trying their damnedest. They want this just as badly as South Africa.
South Africa will have to build again.
Carolina watching from Luxembourg. Go Arthur Ferretti. A couple of other people saying go Luxembourg. Mo Marquez. Let's see who's going to take this. It's now draw, and there's 5 minutes left in this game.
Oh, crucial there.
South Africa need to score, Luxembourg need to score. Either way, both of these teams are not giving up. They are wanting it. Luxembourg on the attack right now. Can he get through?
Oh!
Just not fast enough. Looks for the pass. Has an opportunity with 13.
Oh, well dealt with by the keeper.
Exciting stuff happening here. Number 23 going in for it.
South Africa always looking a little brittle in defense, just not organized enough. Luxembourg taking advantage of that. Leaves it behind as a South African. He's going to want to settle and then come forward. Here we go. Up the middle of the ice. In comes the shot. Oh, doesn't shoot after all.
So the Polska Mexican is now living in South Africa, playing ice hockey in Johannesburg for the Grizzlies. Well, hopefully one day we'll get to meet you. Nice to see you are supporting us. Hope you're enjoying your hockey up there.
So he's a Polish Mexican.
Now South African.
Now South African. Okay.
Lucas Donetti saying, come on David Church, 23, put one in. No Pellet saying, go Luxembourg. Yeah,
shot comes in.
Here.
Deflected.
Come on, South Africa. Oh. Bit of a fall into the boards head first there.
Head first, yeah. I think his head got there before
Sounded
the puck did.
hectic, but he's good.
South Africa away, but covered by Luxembourg. No problem there.
The toy flicks it up, but it's a deflection and it's out of bounds. So, at the end of this period, will it go into overtime? We wonder.
Did you read this explanation? A Polish Mexican is essentially a Polish national who works everywhere in Europe except in Poland. This makes him or her a Mexican by definition, therefore
a Polski Mexican.
Okay.
All right. We'll take your word for it. Very interesting.
Gave a more detailed explanation on that than on the toe drag.
That's an icing call for South Africa.
3 minutes and 10 seconds. The South Africans are not giving up. The Luxembourg team are not going to give up.
Yeah, if it stays at a draw, they will go into overtime. And it should be a good 5 minutes, 3-on-3. Unless they've changed the tournament rules, they do change them every now and then. Sometimes it's a 10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes more. But it's usually about 5 minutes, and they have play sudden death, 3-on-3.
Gotcha.
It looks like a bit of defensive work coming here from the Luxembourg team.
Oh, Luxembourg with the possession. Ew. Tell you what, they are putting a lot of pressure on the South Africans at the moment.
Very much.
Who weather the storm.
They still have a chance.
Still got a chance. Shot comes in.
Kept wide by the goalie. Kleinweg working hard to make sure it doesn't go back in.
Luxembourg skating with all they've got.
And it's in! Open deflection! Luxembourg have taken the lead.
Nothing shot.
Taken the lead in 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the period. It was a shot from the blue line, deflected by somebody. We're not sure if it was a Luxembourg player or a South African player.
That wasn't even a shot. That was a I'm going to just throw it out there and hope for the best.
But that's what happens, and it goes straight in the top shelf. They are very, very happy. They've come back fighting, and they are really wanting to take this. South Africa have to play really strong now. 2 minutes to get 2 goals, or 1 for the draw, and play in overtime.
There we go, South Africa with the win at the face-off. They've got 2 minutes and some change left in this game. It's Luxembourg who have hit the front. 5-4 the scoreline.
Luxembourg going to work their hardest to try and defend. They're just going to keep throwing it back as much as possible.
Here we go, South Africa now.
Can
with the puck.
do it?
Up the ice, inside, outside.
Right, so now number 14 for Luxembourg is going into the penalty box.
Somebody's not going to see the last 2 minutes of this game. It's number 14 for Luxembourg.
And that's for tripping. So number 14 is Arthur Ferretti, the captain of the team, who's very upset, throwing his toys down there, throwing his helmet. That's another timeout call. Okay, it's timeout. He's lucky the ref didn't see him do that, because that's misconduct. But anyway, so timeout white. Wow.
Wow.
Very unhappy player there.
Told you. I wish I could write a book on those last few seconds before the player goes into the sin bin. That for me is the most hilarious.
It's insane.
I can tell you exactly what they're going to do. Okay, here we go.
So
it's all to play for. There is 2 minutes, oh no, excuse me. There's 1 minute and 44 seconds left on the clock. South Africa with the power play for the rest of that 1 minute and 44 seconds. We saw a goal in that game with Hong Kong, where Hong Kong won 6-5, where Hong Kong scored, I think, at 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the game. Shot comes in. Okay, South Africa have got it now. Composure. There's no need to panic.
No, if they can do this right, they can get a goal, they can get 2 quick goals. They just got to set it up and work it like they did before. Back to Delport on the top. Delport to Fenta. Fenta across the ice. Quick shot.
Comes in.
And another.
And shot comes in. Bodies on the line.
Damn.
The entire Luxembourg team standing in front of the goals.
Just didn't get through. But well done, South Africa. Let's see if they can pick it up and do it again. There's 1 minute left.
Here comes South Africa. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Looking for the opportunity.
Meyer trying
looking
to find
for the wraparound
someone.
score. And
to Delport.
waiting shot.
Back off deflection.
Still South Africa. 50 seconds on the clock. Gets rid of his defender. Shot comes in.
Deflected out.
He's just going to throw that one up the ice.
Doing their job as a defending team to make sure that that puck doesn't go back in. The goalie has been pulled. They have now got 6 on 4. South Africa playing with 6 men. 30 seconds left. Quick shot
comes in.
And it's out.
It's in! It's in! It's in! 25 seconds on the clock. South Africa pull it back out of nothing. Out of nothing.
5-all. This is exciting. There's 25 seconds left on the clock. If these teams both battle it out, it will go into overtime for the bronze medal position. This could be a gold medal match right now.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, the conduct and the spirit of these two teams, it may as well be the gold medal match.
Wow, that's exciting stuff. Always in the last few seconds of these games. It's crazy.
I know, it's killing. I'm going to go and do something less stressful, like bomb disposal or something like that.
Well done to South Africa. Unfortunately, 6 man on 4, it's bound to happen. And these Luxembourg guys did a great job of defending as long as they could. But great move there by the South African coaches to pull the goalie and put that extra man on, outnumbering them by 2.
Yep. Now please, no more scoring. if you don't mind.
16 seconds, one shot is all it takes. One shot, 10
Shot
seconds.
comes in! Oh, that's just onto the left-hand side of the up the upright.
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And it's off!
That's it. So now it will go into overtime.
This is not good if you are maybe a little bit frail. And even if you're not frail, this is not good for you. But it's very exciting.
We never said it was the fastest sport in the world for no reason. It's exciting.
It's
Come on.
so exciting. Loving it. And so there we go. End of the third period, and we cannot separate these two teams.
Now I have to ask you a question. Coming from your extreme sports background, have you seen other sports this exciting at the end of games? It's a good extensive thing. You've got to be able to compare it. I'm asking because I literally only watch a lot of hockey. I don't really watch much rugby. I do every now and then. Soccer gets irritating with the Oscars. But,
Yes, those are very much, yeah.
How exciting is this
I
for
must
you?
say, I've seen exciting, international rugby matches. I have, but I don't know that I've seen anything as exciting as this in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's good to hear that because as far as I'm concerned, the speed of this, there's nothing that can come so much faster and getting goals as fast as we do. Rugby, you have a lot of scrums and the guys are up there for a good long time and then they'll get the try. But this hockey can go back and forth in seconds to
Absolutely,
either way.
yeah. So as you called it, there's a very short break between the end of the third period and what will be the start of, what did you call it, extra time?
Yeah, it's overtime.
Overtime,
sudden
there
death.
we go, that's what I meant, overtime.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Look at the shots on goals
I know.
at the moment.
We
It's
can't
crazy.
separate them on goals. We may as well not be able to separate them on shots. 23 plays 24. The South Africans with that one extra shot on goal.
Teams are both just composing now, so the coaches are going to decide who their 3 players are at this time. So if anybody's wondering out there, they've changed it now. They used to have it on 4-on-4, but now it's 3-on-3. It gives you a lot more time to move, shows your players. 3 minutes left in this overtime period.
Here we go. South Africa up the middle of the ice. Here they go. Shot
Shot
goes
it.
in.
Oh, what a save by the Luxembourg keeper. That was a deflection.
That was
attempt.
beautiful.
It was beautiful hockey, but that goalie said, not my watch. It's not happening.
Pinpoint pass. Full stretch. Well, I'll tell you what, if you've come back from a bit of a break, technical issues have just cropped up just for a couple of seconds. We fixed it, but the reason I'm out of breath is because I'm out of breath. It has been exciting.
South Africa had an attempt there. They had a good pass and a deflection attempt, but the goalie from Luxembourg said, no ways. I'm keeping this and you're not getting this win.
Great effort, great ice hockey all round. Now, here we
Taking
go.
their time with a tactical move. Trying to outplay these guys.
Shot to come.
Lamprecht, saved by the goalie. It's a very different game, 3-on-3.
It does, yeah, lots
and
of
this
space.
is big ice. I mean, this is an Olympic-size ice rink. A lot of the ice rinks around the world are a lot smaller. They use an NHL size, which is a bit shorter and a bit narrower, but this is a full-size ice rink. So 3-on-3 gives you so much space and time. You've got to use it wisely.
Go. Dalport with the interference, gets it back to Meyer, who comes back up the ice towards Luxembourg. Shot to come in. Oh, crucial.
Didn't work this time.
Crucial interception there by Luxembourg, but still with South Africa.
Oh, it's loose. It's under the pad. It is covered. Luckily, that goalie got his pad just down on time before it went under his leg.
What on earth, guys?
He is working really hard. South African goalie is watching and wanting that puck to go in, urging it to go in there with his mind. We have 1 minute 52 seconds left in this overtime period. South Africa are showing dominance right now in this 3-on-3.
They are controlling this overtime. Here we go, looking for the shot.
Saved again. That goalie's not even letting rebounds go. He knows that his team are counting on him for this.
I might not like it, but I tell you what, that Luxembourg goalkeeper is doing everything he can.
I agree. That is showing your skill and your heart to the end.
Nicely done there. Meyer comes away with it.
This ice rink is filling up, and it's like only 1.5 minutes left in this game.
Here we go, South Africa with it. Shot comes in. A little bit on the back foot.
Van der Meyer to Delport. Delport looking.
Flicks it in.
Again, the defensemen are doing their job of getting it in the way of that puck shot.
Nicely done there, Meyer. Now,
Luxembourg with the chance. Can he move it?
They're going to get one in. They're going to get a shot. Oh, no! Well done, South Africa
Meyer.
come away with it now.
Luxembourg fighting hard
and it's
to back
Meyer, the
check.
speedster. Inside, outside shot to come. He gets flattened by all three of the Luxembourg players.
This group of boys need to change up. They've had a long, very long shift. Luxembourg have got fresh legs on the ice now. South Africa needing to get changes.
Change is coming, you can see it.
Here we go. 2 of them are going. 3 going for the dump and change. Right, South Africa with some fresh legs.
Oh!
Intercepted by the captain of South Africa. Taking it around the wide side. Looking for the pass. Setting
Steady,
it up slowly.
holding up, 18 seconds left.
Quick
Here
shot
comes
coming.
the shot.
Saved. Rebound is waiting. South Africa's got it.
Oh, just not
What
able
a
to get it
save
in.
by the
It
defenseman.
bobbled free. 9 seconds left. Still South Africa. Still South Africa. Get it in.
We are going to go into penalty shots.
We are going to go into penalties.
Oh, and that's that. A penalty shootout.
Wow,
Here we
so
come.
exciting.
South Africa and Luxembourg not giving up to the end. South Africa definitely dominating, but could not finish. That Luxembourg goalkeeper was keeping
Look
his
at the
team
Luxembourg
in there.
players on their hands and knees.
Wow, that was exciting. Woo! I can't anymore.
No, I definitely can't. I never could to start with, but I mean, wow.
Wow, that was some great goalkeeping. Honestly, I haven't seen that in a long time where a goalie just absorbs, and absorbs. He hardly gave a rebound except the last one. Came loose, and his defenseman got in the way of that backhand shot. They saved it. They really worked hard. So now they're going to have a coin toss to see who gets to go first. The ice will be done just in the middle. There's the toss. Luxembourg gets to choose. I think they won. And they want to go... They should have discussed this with their coaches beforehand.
Yes. And to try to have the conversation across the ice is probably not the best thing to do.
Oh. Funny. So the ice is only supposed to get done in the middle, not the full resurface. Okay, so it looks like Luxembourg is going to be taking the shootout first. It seems that way. So right now the referees and the linesmen are trying to tell the drivers of the Zamboni drivers to only do the middle of the ice, not the full resurfacing. That is in accordance with the IIHF standard rules that for penalty shootout they only do the middle so that it's clear, it's smooth ice, so that there's no interference with any ice and bumps and lumps while they go for their penalty shootout. They don't need the entire ice resurfaced.
Right.
And it will be a dry cut as well. It's never going to be one of the cuts where you put the water down and resurface as such. It's just a dry cut to clear the dust, the snow, if you could call it that. Dominique Fevey, shout out to you. That is also one of our players from the national ladies team. She's saying great game so far. Let's go SA. Nice to see you watching, Dominique. Some people with some really interesting names saying, way to shut the door. Oh my word.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
We have some of the other teams around. Here's Hong Kong sitting to the right of us, and they're having a bit of play down there with some girls. Definitely having a good time here watching this game. Hong Kong managing to walk away with the silver medal tonight, and Chinese Taipei across the ice in the far corner, waiting in anticipation to be able to get on the ice to receive their gold medal for this tournament. And then we still wait and see now for the South Africans and the Luxembourg, who is going to take that bronze medal. It's all coming down to a shootout. These teams are extremely evenly matched. They both fought their way back and forth. So here we wait. Just a few more minutes, they'll be setting up and the penalty shots will start. Please don't go away. Stay tuned for this amazing ending that we are going to see.
Yeah, don't go away.
And here we have the assistant captain of the national team for the women's team, Zander Botha, one of our top players in this country for the senior men, saying, let's go boys, we can do it. South Africa have a great bunch of people watching them from all over the country. The support is wide. There's lots of Luxembourg people here also watching. Go Luxembourg, and call out to my close friend David Church, and that's from Lux Gamer. And we have the Langeveld, Shanae and Lanique, also national women's team players, saying go SA. And we have Nasser Khan, who is our treasurer here at Western Province Ice Hockey, saying nail biter. Philip Wolf. Philip Wolf was a player from Western Province who moved overseas to England years and years ago. One of our great players as well, saying hey, go Nadine. Great shout out, nice to see you watching, Philip. Taz Kula, also national women's team, saying go South Africa. Philip Wolf is in Scotland, my apologies. Go green from Scotland. We have Riverside Robert, go Luxembourg from Australia. There's so much support from everywhere around this world, just for the different teams. It's actually so nice to see everybody. Well done, guys. William Wall, let's go SA. Lucas in my class from Rise. We have Axel Burkel, go Luxembourg. Shout out to Arthur Ferretti, a close friend. Keith Barkhouse, go Luxembourg from Canada.
Okay, here we go.
Breland Malchus, also one of our national players. Full send, boys. Zander Botha, full send. So guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep watching the comments now. I have to watch this. It's going to be exciting.
Okay,
but thank you for all the shout-outs.
Luxembourg go first, you say?
It looks that way, yes. They've won the toss and they decided to go first. So Luxembourg will have to take the puck as the whistle goes.
And how many shots on goal?
One shot, no rebounds. And they have to keep going forward. Here we go.
And how many times do they get to do this?
5 times each. 5 players. And that's one. Luxembourg have started the scoring. South Africa are up next. Can they do this? Will they answer? We have the assistant captain, number 6, coming up here. Number 8, my bad, sorry. And that is Stefan Kleitz. Can he finish and put one away for South Africans?
There he goes, narrowing the angle. Here he comes in for the shot. Oh!
That was trying to show a pretty move, but the goalie is definitely happy with his shot out there.
Unnecessary, I think.
You want to keep it simple.
You want to keep it simple. You want to score goals. You don't want to be showboating. Now, pressure on the South African goalkeeper. He's going to need to pull off a save somewhere along the way.
Number 13 is taking the next shot from Luxembourg, and that is Nicholas Meyer. He's been one of the goal scorers tonight. Can he put one away, or is this goalie going to deny him? Ew.
Oh, and he missed!
Off the
He
post!
missed!
Off the
He
post!
beat the goalkeeper.
But he didn't beat the goal.
He didn't beat the goal.
Oh no! South Africa need to answer with one more.
So now, the South Africans will look to score now to at least just get back on even keel. Okay.
Here he goes. This is now Fenter, number 14. And he does
And
it!
he does it!
Keep it simple. And that was a beautiful deking section with that.
Very
we have a
fast
goal.
stick work. And certainly got the better of the Luxembourg goalkeeper. 2 attempts, 1 apiece in terms of score at the moment. Okay, wow. Nobody is going home at all. Here comes Luxembourg.
23. Come on. And
And
it's in.
that
is
was a
number
little bit too easy.
23. David Church puts one away for Luxembourg.
Very easy.
We are now on 2-1. South Africa have this third shot to even it up. With all the fighting these guys have done to win this and keep it even, they've got to do this now.
Meyer's coming in.
Come on, Meyer. Easy. Made it look
Easy
really
as you
done.
like it.
Well done to Meyer. That puts it 2-2.
Now, why is it that we couldn't start with a keep it simple approach? Anyway,
The coaches are really shouting towards the South African goalie. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But I think they're trying to cheer him on and keep him into the game. He needs to not lose his head. He needs to focus and let them take it.
here comes Luxembourg.
And Luxembourg with their third goal. They have one more shot left. South Africa with 2.
It's 3-2 to Luxembourg in the shootout. South Africa must score now.
Come on, Kleinberg. Get your head back in the game. Your team needs you. Here we go. Number 10,
Very
Dalport.
fast, very fast, very fast.
And it's
it's
through
in!
the legs. 5 hole. Well done, Dalport. That's putting
What
it there.
on earth?
4-4. Or 3-3. I've lost
I
count.
don't know. They've got exactly the same number of goals scored.
Yeah.
They've both got 1 shot apiece. If Luxembourg miss this one now, South Africa have a chance for that bronze medal. The ref
Matthew
says,
has
give it
got
your
to
best
do
shot.
this.
It's the captain for Luxembourg.
Come on, Matthew. There you go. No goal. South Africa have a chance. And he's so upset. If South Africa gets the next goal, they will win.
I tell you what, that's exactly what the South Africans needed. They also need a puck at the moment as well, but
Yeah. Right now, the referee's just giving a chat to that player, throwing his stick and gloves. It's very unsportsmanlike. It is a high-temper thing right now. Everybody's on the tip of their toes. But we've got to be able to hold ourselves composed.
this is for the bronze medal.
All coming down to this Daniel Kamesh, our local Western Province guy. Can he do it?
Here it comes. Inside, outside, quick sticks, and
He
in
does
it goes! And there
South
we have it!
Africa did it!
There we have the bronze medal winners! South
the
Africa
penalty
have come
shootout.
away victorious! 4-3 in the penalty shootout. Somebody go and buy a new roof.
A lot of sticks flying from the other teams right now. The referee is not happy. He's going to keep a close eye. They are very upset players. It's only an emotional game. It's understandable they're upset. It came down to the final nail-biting seconds. South Africa just putting it away in the end on the penalty shootout. South Africa win 6-5 in overtime and in penalty shots. Well done to South Africa. Well done to Luxembourg, who gave it their everything. An amazing effort from both teams, never giving up. The crowd are ecstatic. The team is just overjoyed, and the love is being shared between everyone here. It's just been a great day for hockey for South Africa.
Oh my
Bronze
goodness
medal,
me.
they will take home. Crowd is just going wild.
The noise is deafening. Luxembourg are so gutted. Spare a thought for them.
And a very fitting tune right now.
Oh, they gave it their all plus some. But this group of young men for South Africa will feel so proud.
There's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. But this ice rink is packed right now. There are people everywhere. Linesman giving a puck to some young kids on the sidelines. Very happy. Gold medal game was already played this morning, and that was through Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong, and Chinese Taipei took the gold and Hong Kong the silver. Thank you to everybody who's been watching live on the streaming, thanks to Pedigree Media. It's been great having you guys interact with us, and we hope to entertain you soon with our next World Championships that we get to host one day. Probably next year, we are hopeful.
Shame. I just feel for the Luxembourg team at the moment.
That player number 14 for Luxembourg, Arthur Ferretti, who got the MVP for that game. Luca Meyer, number 11, gets the MVP for this game for South Africa. Tell you what, Luxembourg have nothing to feel bad about. They really did. They did such an amazing job of keeping their heads held high and playing their hearts out to the end.
Absolutely. As you said, this really should have been the gold medal match.
Yeah.
Great spirit between these two teams. And what about that result? My nerves are absolutely gone.
That was great.
Okay, some more awards being handed out.
These are the MVPs, players of each team selected by the coaches.
The special award, is also going to be handed out by the tournament chairman, Mr. Frank Gonzalez.
Frank Gonzalez is the IIHF chairman for this tournament, and he's handing out these special Tissot watches, and that is for Taylor Church from Luxembourg, number 23. He's the best player for Luxembourg, voted by their coaches. South Africa team wait in anticipation to see who they're going to get as their MVP for the team.
And the special award for Team South Africa goes to player number 10, Brendan Dalport.
Brendan Dalport, watch, number 10. Greetings from covered by snow, Minnesota to South Africa, the Vedem 1962. Hi.
Hi. Good to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your message.
Ladies and gentlemen, Portugal, we now ask everyone to please rise as we play the national anthem of the winning team, South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Portugal's GrB, thank you for joining us here this evening for the matchup between Luxembourg and South Africa in the IIHF Under-18 World Championship Division 3 Group B. In a very short while, we will proceed with the closing ceremony.
So if you hang on for a little bit, you'll get to see the award ceremony for the medals, and the teams will be getting their medals handed to them. And they will be closing off the games here in Cape Town.
Just to recap on those scores from earlier today, well, just the one match that was played, 9-1 the win for Chinese Taipei as they closed out that gold medal match with Hong Kong. 9-1 the win there, so Chinese Taipei come away as the top-ranked team out of this tournament. Hong Kong pick up the silver, and South Africa in one of the most amazing games of sport that you will see in a long time. 6-5 the win in something super tense and stressful. Somebody was even saying to us, I didn't need this kind of a stress on a Friday night. Well, you and me both, sir, I tell you what. But it's lovely to see on the ice the sportsmanship and the, I suppose, commiserations from the South Africans to the Luxembourg team. Nothing to feel as if they've disappointed their teams or their country. I tell you what, Luxembourg must leave here with their head held high. They've done so well.
They did. For not being in a tournament, I don't think for a while, they have really come out firing, and they did an outstanding job today. South Africa just took it in the last one with the penalty shootout. It's always a tough one.
Yep.
It is always tough, and they shone tonight. So both teams, very, very well done. We just wait for them to set up now, and then they'll just finish off with the medal ceremony. Take a quick break. We'll be back. Alright everybody, we're back and we're going to be doing the medal ceremony now. The South African team is going to be receiving their bronze medal and the bronze trophy. Into the ice, following the mascot rocket. Team Hong Kong getting their silver medals tonight. Chinese Taipei getting the gold. Best goalkeeper award for the goalie number 25, Chinese Taipei. And he is Po Yu Hasao. Player number 23, David Church from Team Luxembourg, who's the best defenseman of the tournament. However, I think he is changing in the change room right now. They're going to go call him quickly.
The best forward is awarded to player number 9 of Team Hong Kong, Ryan Chu.
Best forward for Hong Kong. Number 9, Ryan Chak-Hei-Chu.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and now for the team awards. All right, going back.
Here comes the best defenseman.
Player number 23 from Luxembourg, Taylor Church. And now for the team medal awards, going to Team South Africa to be handed out by the team manager, Sharif Pamish.
Africa to go and receive their bronze medal.
And that will mean so much to them. They really did put in a massive, massive effort. 5-4 down in that third and final period. It looked as if it was all over. And 25 seconds left on the clock. They equalized. And then finally went on to win it as well after a period of overtime and penalties. I don't think it gets more exciting than that.
No, it was definitely one of the best that we've seen in a while. They fought very hard and they managed to keep their bronze medal.
And now for the silver medal awards, being handed out by the team manager, Mike Ken. The trophy to be handed out by the tournament champion, Frank Gonzalez, and medals by Jason Sir, the South African National Federation Vice President. This goes to Team Hong Kong.
There goes Hong Kong getting their silver medal.
We now call on the team captain of Hong Kong to come forward and collect the silver medal trophy. To hand out the gold medal award
so small now without the equipment.
We now call on the team captain of the Chinese Taipei to come and receive a gold medal trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we now ask everyone to please rise as we play the national anthem of the winning team of the tournament, the Chinese Taipei. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I now ask everyone to please join me in giving a round of applause to the tournament chairman, Mr. Frank Gonzalez, as he does the official closing of this ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another World Weight Championship here in South Africa. Cape Town, another beautiful city, which I can truly thank the organizing committee and the South African Ice Hockey Association for a wonderful job we've done here, to the sponsors, to the city, to Cape Town, and to South Africa. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation, I hereby declare the 2019 Ice Hockey U18 World Championship Division 3B Pros. Safe travels.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap from me and Jeremy. Awesome to be with you. Thank you for your encouraging words and having fun. It was really great to co-host with you.
Thanks very much, Nadine. Thanks to our team here as well, of course, and thanks to all of the people who made this tournament possible, of course, a run under the auspices of the International Ice Hockey Federation. Well done to all of the teams, and in particular, obviously, the medal winners. We look forward to seeing you all again at the next World Championship event, sooner, hopefully, than later. And certainly also enjoy all your comments as well when we do get together again soon. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Cheers.